lutein. So let's start with lutein. Lutein is the ultimate eye vitamin. It is an antioxidant. It is a carotenoid. Carotenoids are organic pigments produced by plants, and this is what gives the characteristic color that ranges from yellow to orange to red, as found in food substances like carrots, squash, egg yolk, corn, etc. Even green leafy vegetables, they also contain carotenoids, but you don't see the color yellow because of the chlorophyll, which is colored green, which masks the yellow color. But as soon as the chlorophyll wears off and the color green fades out, now you see the color yellow, and that is carotenoid. There are 600 carotenoids found in nature, and out of the 600, there are only 3 that are found in high concentrations in the eye, particularly your lens, the retina, and the macula. These 3 carotenoids are lutein, zeaxanthin, and mesozeaxanthin. And of the 3, the most important is really lutein. That's why we call it the ultimate eye vitamin. We are all born with plenty of lutein in our eyes. We're born with that. But as we grow older, especially when you hit the age 40, lutein begins to decline. And when you hit 60, it is at its lowest level. The thing is, lutein cannot be produced by our body. So we really have to depend on external sources, meaning diet and supplements, like what we have. So what does a human eye do? It collects optical information from the environment and then transmits this optical information to the brain via the optic nerve. The human eye is like a camera. So as the light enters the eye, the lens focuses that light into the retina, very much like the lens of a camera. At the back of the eye is a lining. It goes this way, at the back of the eyeball. That is your retina. So the retina is like the film of a camera. Within that retina, you'll find photoreceptor cells. These are light-sensitive cells that send nerve impulses to the brain via the optic nerve. The optic nerve, if you look at that image of the human eye, you'll see that yellow thing that comes or emanates from the middle portion of the retina. That is your optic nerve that connects directly with the brain. In the brain, these nerve impulses are transformed into images, just like what the film is as it is sent out to create photos. And the images formed by the brain, this is what we appreciate as kung anong nakikita natin sa kapaligiran in the form of light. So yun, na-process na, ganon. Now, at the very center of the retina is your macula, at the very center. The macula is the most sensitive part of the retina, and it is responsible for our central vision and color vision. Color vision means our ability to perceive colors, whether it is blue or green or black. And central vision, we have 2 kinds of vision, central and peripheral. Central is, as I look at you now, that is central vision. My peripheral vision, even if I don't turn my head to the left or to the right, my peripheral vision is telling me what's on my left and what is on my right. So the macula is responsible for the central vision. It is what gives us the details in our vision. So it gives us the ability to be able to read fine print, to distinguish faces, and to drive a car at night. So that's how important the macula is. Together, the lens, the macula, and the retina, they form the very foundation of a healthy eye. So what is macular degeneration? As we grow older, our lens and our macula degenerate. is part of the aging process. Particularly if you have uncontrolled medical problems, uncontrolled diabetes, for example, hypertension, obesity, all the more that this degeneration process becomes accelerated. As a result of the degeneration, cataract will form in the lens. That cataract, as we all know, it can be operated on. Then intraocular lens implantation can be done, and that will restore your eyesight back. But it's a totally different story with macula. Macula, once it degenerates, it can never be repaired. It can never be restored. That will lead to serious blindness. So for all of you here who may have undergone cataract operation, you still have the macula to take care of. Hindi pwedeng isipin na, okay na ako kasi meron na akong artificial lens. There is still that macula that you need to take care of. I have a first cousin whose husband is presently undergoing treatment for his macular degeneration. He's being injected with whatever medicine that costs him 20,000 pesos a month, one injection every month. But that cannot even assure him of anything. Kasi that's macular degeneration. You can't do anything about it. Degeneration can hindi pwedeng sa matanda lang. Hindi sa matanda lang yung degeneration. Degeneration can also occur even among much younger people. And that is because of our eyes' number one enemy, which we cannot see, an enemy which is nearly impossible to avoid, as it is everywhere. And that is your high energy velocity rays, or what we call as the blue light rays. Blue light may be man-made or may be from natural. Man-made, this is emitted by electronic devices, laptop, cell phone, tablet, all those gadgets, LED lights, fluorescent lights. Natural, sunlight is the biggest source of blue light. That is why on a cloudless sky, if you look up, the sky is colored blue, the oceans are colored blue because of the blue light emitted by the sun. So you have to be very careful about that. So what are the damages that can be caused by blue light? Our eyes can effectively block ultraviolet rays, but never blue light. Unfortunately, our eyes cannot block blue light. So the blue light passes through your lens and reaches deep into the retina and the macula, which are the two vital areas for our clear and sharp vision. And the blue light can always cause degeneration of the lens and the macula, resulting into cataract even at a young age, and macular degeneration even at a young age because of that blue light. So effectively, not effectively, but as an aftermath of prolonged exposure to blue light, those are the alarming complications which you have to be aware of. Macular degeneration, cataract formation, even digital eye strain. Eye strain because the blue light scatters fast and wide. So the lens is unable to focus it. So because the lens cannot focus it, it doesn't provide that sharp contrast. Eventually, it will cause strain on your eyes. Frequent headache, poor sleep. Who are you here are fond of, while already lying in bed, still tinkering with their cell phones, with the bedroom lights off, with the cell phone as the only source of light, still doing Facebook or whatever last-minute emails. That is very, very, very risky, and that is very dangerous. In the absence of the light from anywhere, and the light just coming from your cell phone, all the more that threat to your eyes becomes accelerated even more. So never do that. Very dangerous. Again, it will keep or stimulate you mentally so that you'll find it hard to catch sleep. when you're still tinkering with your cell phone while you're supposed to be about ready to go to sleep. So these are the leading causes of vision, loss of vision, maybe from physical and environmental factors, as well as the deficiency in lutein, vitamin A, and beta-carotene. Lutein, by the way, is really related to beta-carotene and vitamin A. The environmental factors, these refer to your free radicals that lead to oxidative damage. I don't know who among you here were present during my lecture on Him when I medyo elaborately discussed about free radicals. You still remember that? Yes. Free radicals are what you get from the environment, from the air that you breathe in, from what you eat, from what you drink, and stress. So it can be the ultraviolet light. It can be alcoholism, smoking, eating processed foods, too much protein, too much fat, instant noodles, instant everything, stress. Those are all free radicals, and they lead to oxidative damage. And oxidative damage means it will hasten the degeneration of your body. So, bata pa mukhang matanda na, bata pa may arthritis na, bata pa bakit nabatay sa heart attack, and all those. Those are courtesy of oxidative damage. And the way to counter free radicals is through antioxidants. Sila yung magkabangga. Free radicals, antioxidant. Lutein is a very good antioxidant. Him is a very potent antioxidant. So if the free radicals will accelerate the degeneration and the aging of your body, internally and externally, all antioxidants serve to counter that, which means it will try to slow down the aging process, the degeneration process. So as shown in this slide, environmental factors, stress on the eyes due to watching TV and playing games. So this is blue light, which is a kind of free radical. Imbalance, nutrition, so poor diet, smoking, puro free radicals. All this can cause loss of vision. So lutein is very vital to a healthy vision. Let's go back to the macula. At the center of the macula is a pigment. That pigment is primarily lutein. The more lutein, the darker or the denser the pigment. The denser the pigment, the more powerful it becomes in absorbing harmful light and therefore giving us better light sensitivity. So that's how it works. And lutein, as shown here, can also filter out ultraviolet rays when you have enough supply of lutein in your lens. So it will reduce eye fatigue, glare, and light sensitivity. It will strengthen the tissues in the eye, prevent macular degeneration, of course, as an aftermath because it's able to absorb the harmful light, then it effectively can prevent cataract and macular degeneration. And even for people who already have existing cataract, if you continue to take lutein continuously, that can also lead to an improvement of the vision, even if you already have cataracts which may have not been operated on. So why choose Atomy lutein? We all need serious nutritional support for our eyes. Every part of our eye, especially as we age. Remember, at the age of 40, lutein begins to decline. At the age of 60, it's almost gone. So we need serious nutritional support. And the average support, especially in the form of lutein. And the average recommendation is to take 10 milligrams a day. What Atomy is offering us is 20 milligrams a day. So meaning it puts us in an even better situation. And it contains additional ingredients like vitamin A, zinc, berries. These are all very powerful antioxidants. vitamin A, zinc, berries, they are all very powerful antioxidants. And even additives, like what you see here. So they not only will provide us good eyes, but they are meant to really help us safeguard, strengthen, and nourish every critical part of our eyes. The Atomy Eye Lutein comes from the hand-picked marigold petals from central Mexico, Aztec, central Mexico. This type of lutein is very close to its natural fatty ester form. It is closest to the form found in nature. It is more potent, and it is easily absorbable. That's why we should feel assured that our lutein comes from the marigold petals of Mexico. These are hand-picked. These are not machine harvested. These are hand-picked. So how do we keep our eyes healthy? These are basic and important guidelines. I don't have to go through each and every one of these 9. So in closing, about lutein. Lutein is recommended for people who are hitting the age 40, especially if you're 60 and above. It's recommended for people who are compelled by reason of nature of their work to be in front of the computers all the time, who watch a lot of TV, etc., deal with gadgets that continuously emit blue light. For those who cannot avoid that prolonged exposure to blue light, apart from lutein, they're also advised to wear blue shield eyeglasses or PC eyeglasses that is supposed to protect their eyes against the risk of blue light. Generally, that's how we should be recommended.